Welcome to News Mongolia, where we bring you the latest stories and updates from across the nation and beyond. I'm Mongolian Ger. On the News Mongolia today, Mongolian National Broadcaster teams up with cultural influencers in a government-initiated campaign to aid herders affected by the dzud. National Statistics Office releases monthly economic report for February 2024. Design technology teacher made a Mongolian Ger for educational purposes for about 30 kindergarten and elementary school children. For the news, stay tuned. In response to the Mongolian government's call for humanitarian aid amidst the dzud crisis, the Mongolian National Broadcaster has forged a powerful alliance with the influential cultural figures, launching a concerted campaign to provide vital support for herders who are grappling with the harsh winter conditions.
This unprecedented honor event is not only an opportunity to showcase the immense talent within Mongolia, but also a call to action for viewers to contribute towards humanitarian aid for herders affected by dzud crisis. By providing a platform for renowned artists from various genres, MNB aims to create an engaging and entertaining experience for the audience, while inspiring them to make a positive impact through their donations.
People wanting to contribute to this goodwill can join our initiative. I'm really happy that our initiative is widely supported. In a dedicated effort to bolster fundraising initiatives, the Mongolian National Broadcaster has taken an impactful step by allocating prime airtime on its main TV channel next Saturday. The entire 10-hour program will be broadcast live from the state-of-the-art Studio 600 at MNB, is set to feature captivating concerts by a diverse array of genre-defining artists. For those eager to participate in this cause in person, MNB welcomes individuals to visit the MNB event hall. This designated space will serve as a central hub for gathering donations.
Dzud, a natural disaster marked by a severe winter following a summer drought, has significantly impacted herding communities across Mongolia, prompting urgent relief efforts. In collaboration with esteemed cultural figures, the Mongolian National Broadcaster aims to amplify the impact of its campaign, aligning closely with the government's overarching initiative to assist those affected by dzud. Currently, our channel's 8 news groups are working to cover dzud stories from different regions of Mongolia. In addition, we have special reporters in all 21 provinces of Mongolia who send us timely news and coverage from their respective regions. All donations raised through this campaign and concert will be fully donated to herders affected by the dzud disaster.
This week, the National Statistics Office released its regular monthly report indicating notable changes in Mongolia's economic landscape. The average monthly household income experienced a considerable increase to 2.3 million MNT, showing a growth of 24% compared to the same period in the previous year.
The total real income also exhibited a noteworthy uptick, recording 14.1% increase compared to the corresponding period in 2023. These encompassed various components. Actual salary income increased by 17.8%, equal to 104.9 thousand Mongolian Tigers. The real income from agricultural production rose by around 35%. A contributing factor to these figures is the expansion of the money supply, reaching 37.5 trillion Mongolian Tigers by the end of January 2024, according to preliminary results. This represents a 26% increase from the same period last year. The rise in the current account by 33% equal to 2 trillion Mongolian Turkics, and deposits by 33.9% equal to 4.3 trillion Mongolian Turkics played a significant role in shaping the overall money supply scenario. Regarding cash flow in transactions, January 2024 witnessed an increase reaching 1.2 trillion Mongolian Turkics according to preliminary assessment. This indicates a rise of 12% equal to 133 billion Mongolian Turkics compared to the same period of 2023. Net foreign assets showed positive growth reaching 9 trillion Mongolian Turkics at the end of January 2024. This represents an increase of 28 billion Mongolian Turkics from the previous month and 5.5 trillion Mongolian Turkics compared to the same period last year. While domestic net assets experienced a slight decrease of 171 billion Mongolian Turkics from the previous month, they still showed an overall increase of 2.2 trillion Mongolian Turkics compared to the same period in the previous year, reaching 28.5 trillion Mongolian Turkics. Mongolian Turkics deposits surged to 17 trillion Mongolian Turkics, indicating an increase of 14 billion Mongolian Turkics from the previous month, and notable 33.9% equal to 4.3 trillion Mongolian Turkics growth compared to the same period last year. Individuals contributed significantly to these deposits, accounting for 84%, while enterprises and organizations accounted for 15%. On the foreign currency front, deposits amounted to 4.9 trillion Mongolian Turkics, experiencing a modest decrease of 1.3% from the previous month, but showcasing a noteworthy 9.9% decline compared to the same period last year.
Mongolian elementary school and kindergarten curriculums include teachings about Mongolian traditions and customs. In line with this, design technology teacher Timur Bat has initiated a construction of Mongolian Gers for kindergarten children as an educational project. Through this initiative, children become acquainted with the Mongolian Ger and learn how to construct it from an early age.
In the preparation for the Mongolian Lunar New Year, kindergarten children are wearing traditional Mongolian dils and participating in a lesson focused on the theme of Mongolian Ger. A Mongolian Ger used for educational purposes in these lessons was crafted by the design technology teacher Timur Bat. Additionally, wooden chests, traditional chairs, tables, and other Mongolian Ger furniture are being created. Teacher Timur Bat constructed this Mongolian Ger in my classroom 5 years ago, and it has since been regularly utilized for teaching and training purposes. Every day, our children engage in lessons about the construction of the Mongolian Ger and the various components involved, and they also learn about Mongolian greeting customs through this interactive experience. Furthermore, my students learn traditional Mongolian Ger customs such as sitting on the bed, reading books, and treating each other respectfully.
To educate school children about Mongolian Gers and to preserve this tradition as a cultural legacy, I create models of various sizes, 60 centimeters and 80 centimeters in diameter, along with wooden frameworks known as han. These models are tailor-made for kindergarten, elementary and middle school students. These Mongolian Ger models provide practical training, allowing children to familiarize themselves with the assembly and disassembly process of a Mongolian Ger from an early age. Providing such training on Mongolian Gers in schools and kindergartens serves an important cognitive function by introducing children to Mongolian national heritage, the architectural structure of Mongolian Gers, assembly and disassembly techniques, and the terminology associated with the inner structures.
As a teacher of design technology at Temujin Urluk School of the Mongolian National Defense University, he focuses on instructing students in the art of constructing and properly handling Mongolian Gers. In addition to his teaching responsibilities, he has collaborated with over 30 kindergartens, elementary and middle schools to construct Mongolian Gers for educational purposes.
Constructing a small gear can typically be completed within 3 days. The first day is dedicated to preparing necessary materials, while the remaining 2 days involve the completion of the construction and painting. In contrast, crafting a large Mongolian Ger with 2 to 3 wooden frameworks requires 10 to 14 days. Initially, I instruct my students in the techniques needed for practical lessons using small gear models. Boys need to acquire the skills to construct and manage their Mongolian gears for the future. I assist my father in crafting and painting slender poles, which we call un. He takes care of the remaining tasks. Currently, we are in the process of constructing a Mongolian Ger with 3 wooden frameworks. It's ingrained in every Mongolian to respect the Mongolian language, Mongolian Gers, and Mongolian customs from birth. Introducing children to constructing and assembling Mongolian Gers through training is crucial for their understanding and appreciation of these traditions from a young age. Now let's take a look at the currency exchange rates provided by Mongol Bank. Now let's take a look at the weather forecast for Mongolia and world major cities. Well, that's all for today. Thank you for staying with us. We'll see you on Wednesday with more news and updates. Goodbye.